Hi guys, Jordan. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I have my sister Halle here.
Hi.
So something very special. We were thinking of starting a podcast. So I was like, okay, let's give it a little test run on my YouTube channel. We'll see if it does good, and if we have some people interested, we'll start a new channel for a podcast. So to start off today's topic, I'm gonna say something, and then we'll tell you guys the topic. So I was telling my sister in the car how I watched a video on Twitter about DJ academics, and he was like, there's really not much of a difference between 17-year-olds and 20-year-olds. He's like, and I made this rule a long time ago, that if you have a college ID, you can get fucked.
And it's disgusting.
That's disgusting.
I'm sorry.
So I was like, we should make our first topic, like our trial run, about how older men really are creepy.
They're perverts.
And they prey on vulnerable young women. But how once you grow up, you're like, oh, where's all this attention?
No attention.
No attention.
Depression. You think you're not worthy.
You think you're not pretty anymore.
You wish that teenage body was back.
No, I was just going to say, that's crazy how it links back to, you're like, wow, I almost wish that I was that young again just so I could get that male attention.
20-year-old, 30-year-old, oh my God, look at you, you're so sexy. I'm going to buy you all these things. Grown woman,
nothing.
Struggling.
You
depressed.
literally get
sad.
Nothing.
Like,
and it's not even like men that have their shit together. It's always old, crusty, dusty men. And that's how you know, because I said this forever. A grown man who gets grown bitches isn't going to be
don't want no 17-year-old college ID baby.
Because
he don't.
If you have a grown man and you're 16, you're 17 years old, and a grown man's trying to fuck with you, no woman his age wants him. They know he's a loser.
They tried to flock, and he failed. He
failed.
was the dud.
Yeah, for sure.
He was the dud.
So, that's just, I don't know, that's just crazy when you really think about it.
I just thought about that, damn, 16 years old, hot on the block.
That's
hot on the block.
And I was telling her, it'd be those same ones that when you have kids, they're like, oh, is this your daughter?
It is.
And it is. Yeah. And I'll punch you in your face about her.
Real quick.
Get away.
Real quick.
And that's also, honestly, this is about to get a little deep. Honestly, it kind of goes into, I don't know how it is with every race, but I know with black families, they'll protect their predator before they protect their kids. It will be on the hush.
I won't name no names.
I won't say no names, but we have a few.
You know who the fuck you are.
If you're our family, you know who the fuck you are.
And I was going to say that's okay, but it's not. It's not. I'm sorry, but it's not okay.
But you know who you are. In black families, they do that. Older men, they can prey on the young women.
6-year-old, 7-year-old.
And they can still come around.
At the barbecue. Why are you here?
You just can't be left alone with the kids.
Why are you here?
If I can't leave you alone.
Have a plate. No. No. Go to McDonald's, bitch.
If you can't be left alone with the kids,
you need to go.
You shouldn't even be here.
You need to go.
That's like being like, oh, go put some pants on. Your uncles are coming over. Why are they coming?
This is kind of deep, but it's really weird. My grandma even told me when I was probably 13, go put a shirt on your grandpa's around. I'm like,
this is my grandpa.
Girl, I'm popping. This I just got this shirt. I'm not changing. This shirt is cool.
You shouldn't even fix your mouth to say that.
That's what I'm saying.
Because do you?
And then that puts it in your mind, but why would I need to look different? I'm 13 years old.
That starts with the sexualization of young women. And how
don't sexualize me. I have boobs. Yes, I have a vagina. I have a butt. That's my normal anatomy. I literally can't do anything about that.
It's literally not going to go away.
It's not going away. There's nothing we can do about that. So, but that's what I'm saying. Men, some men, not all men, but they put it in their mind, and it's okay, you're 17 years old, you're about to get fucked, and it's really, really, really weird because
that is really weird. Relating back to the topic,
sex is something that is kind of intimate, and to make it something where it's oh well, it doesn't matter. You have a vagina, you're above my age, in my mind.
You're a sex doll. You're a sex doll.
And they have those.
But my thing is,
they have those.
I don't know how old DJ Academics is, but he's definitely in his 30s at the
And that's what I'm saying. He must not have kids. Because you no goddamn way.
But it's worse if you have kids. Because if somebody were to do that to your daughter, you probably would be like,
a 30-year-old man sitting back talking about your daughter 17, she has a college ID, she's going to get fucked. Because sick.
Let me tell you, baby, IDs can be faked.
And at the end of the day, she's a child. She has a 17-year-old body.
He said, I don't care if she just turned 17. That means she was just 16. So she
barely can get a license.
She just got the age of consent. She can't even get a bill in her name. And also,
what are you doing?
Just because it's at the age of consent, like I say, just because it's legal doesn't mean it's morally okay. You should feel like that's a child.
That's a child.
That's a child.
She don't know shit from shit.
Shit from shit.
Shit from shit.
She can't even buy you a bottle for your birthday.
Hello? Just sitting
Not
there.
even a backwood anymore.
Not even a backwood, baby.
Literally.
Like, she can't do
She can
nothing,
buy you balloons in a car.
But she can get fucked.
And the thing about it is, I don't even have to be like, oh, DJ Academics allegedly said that. He said it.
Yeah, he said
like, I don't remember if it was like on his own podcast or what, because it was just a little Twitter clip. But you said that. Like, you aren't, and that's the thing. People should be more ashamed to think like that.
And I'm thinking actually right now, you have an audience. You don't know all your audience. And
Exactly.
there could be a 19-year-old like, okay, then I might just fuck with this 12-year-old.
And that's, let me tell you.
I might just do that.
Let me just tell you. When I was 14, I was messing with older people, 18, 19, 20. And I'm like, oh, I'm so cool. Hey, this is cool. Like, they like me. Da, da, da. They wanted to fuck me. And they were predators. And they were weird. Because you know, when you're a grown man, you know. And I remember I told you a few weeks ago, I was like, if my 18-year-old daughter came home with a 30-year-old man, I'm going to beat his ass.
Yeah, because what the fuck are you doing?
Because she doesn't know, like, she's probably a dumb bitch right now. You know what you're doing.
And you're taking advantage of someone who's vulnerable.
Because it's easy to manipulate younger women because, like, for especially younger women that have, like, abusive households or anything, because to them, you're saving them.
No, that might be a topic because
to them, you're saving them.
Every bitch wants a savior.
And for them, it's going to be like, well, no matter what you go through, because you can do whatever, because she's going to be like, well, how can I bite the hand that feeds me because you've done so much for me, so why would I leave you or disrespect you?
And the whole time, it's just sorry, but a bitch who can get fucked in a dime a dozen.
Yeah, because him, he knows, I can go fuck this other bitch. I can treat her however I want. I can probably hit her and she's still going to stay.
Exactly.
Because I did so much for her.
You can't go to the casino.
You can't do anything.
Go to a bar.
Like,
can't even go to a store and
you
get
have
nothing.
to tell your homegirl, let me ask Jake if I can go out. Ask him.
Well, this old ass. Fuck him.
Right,
Bro,
look
come
at
out.
old ass.
Come
He
out.
can't even come out with us. We're not going to get in if we bring him. So, I don't understand.
I'm just saying, I don't know, when I heard that and he was just so confidently saying that, it's just like, I think of my 3 daughters like a 17-year-old because she has a fucking college ID. Like, the biggest thing in the world is not fucking.
It's really,
and you
really
can
not.
find women who are ready to do that. Adult women.
You're a grown man. Like, you should be able to find an adult woman that can fuck you.
Who just wants to fuck.
Because
wants to fuck.
Let me tell you, there is somebody out there for everybody.
17-year-old.
And that is rooted in pedophilia. And also, it kind of goes into, I will say, sometimes I have a little hair. And it is what it is. It is what it is. You want a bitch that's baby bald all the time? Why?
That's giving me toddler.
That's giving me toddler.
That's giving me toddler.
Why?
It's giving me toddler.
Like, if that's your preference, you really just are like, oh, like, hair gives me the ick. But if you're like, no, I will not fuck you if you
it's a hard
have hair on your arms, on your underarms, your vagina, your legs.
Why?
Why?
Let's dig into that.
Because you like kids. It's not funny.
You like kids, bitch.
You like kids.
Like, I'm discovering that hoe.
Because I'm a grown woman.
And I have hair.
And I'm working. Sometimes this cooch, you're just gonna have to take a little prick. And that's okay.
To get the job done, baby.
And I have, but the girls or the dude, that I've fucked with, a little hair ain't nothing to them. That's because they're not weirdos. But I have met some boys I'd be like, oh no, I can't even do that.
Because they're not used to that.
But why? Or it goes back to submissive women.
Sorry.
And it's like, me, I'm not a submissive ass bitch. You have to make me feel super safe for me to submit to you.
Right, I'm giving up too much free will, bitch.
I'm in a constant state of anxiety. I'm never going to feel safe and calm.
I need that back.
But no, I don't know what I would do if my 18-year-old daughter came home with a 30-year-old man.
That's what I'm saying. Or just being like, I want my kids to be close with me, but to say oh, I'm fucking this 30-year-old, and it's just I need to talk to him because
right, you need to bring him over for dinner so I can kick him in his face.
Intentions? Is it just to fuck? This is out of hand.
That's the thing.
This is out of hand.
All your intentions, you want to marry my fresh out of high school daughter?
Fresh out of high school? She had periods to go to.
I'm pretty sure I'm paying her car insurance. You want to marry her? You want to marry my kid? You don't. No. You want to fuck her. And that's strange of you.
It is.
That's strange of you.
It is.
Because there's grown women out there that'll do that willingly. Because there's somebody for everybody. Even if you're not the most attractive, you're not the funniest, you're not the richest, there is some bitch that'll lie on her back for you. So why do you have to go get a teenager?
But I do think on the same coin as that, there are 18-year-old, 17-year-old girls who are that's my preference.
But it's you have daddy issues. Coming from a bitch that has them, you have daddy issues.
And you might.
My homegirl is obsessed with my dad. And I'm like, I don't see what you're seeing. But you have
we don't see it, babe.
We don't see it, babe.
You have daddy issues. I'm sorry, daddy, but
you have daddy issues.
It's okay.
Because when you're looking, like some women, like if you're a fucking grown-ass woman, you're 27 and you are dating a 50-year-old man, I'm still going to find it odd. But you know what? You are like hella grown though.
Yeah.
You've been doing this grown woman shit for a little bit longer. But you're 18 years old and you're fucking with a 33-year-old. You want somebody, you didn't have a dad. And you want somebody who's going to take care of you. Or you did have a dad and he wasn't present. And now you're searching for that feeling, like I said, of safety and comfort.
Yeah.
And somebody you can be vulnerable with.
And my whole thing, and that's what I'm saying, like, I would really have to have a conversation with that person, because it's like, I would need to know, like, what are you getting out of her?
But, like, also,
like, what are you getting out of her?
What is she getting out of him, though? Like, what is it? Because there is some young girls out there that'll be like, I don't even fucking like old men, but they have the money. Which, you would think so, but some of these old-ass men be broke. Just like,
hell.
You better go get you a young one, somebody you can build with, because
like,
they've had their life.
Like,
they're not getting better. They're 50.
Like, I'm down in the dumps.
But this 18-year-old bum, he might get a little better. But this 50-year-old bum, he's so stuck in his ways, it's not even funny. He's not getting no better.
Dang.
He's literally not getting no better.
And I don't know, like, I'm sure he's of some status, DJ
Economics. He's like a entertainer, like he has his own podcast.
Okay.
Like he's a celebrity. Maybe like C-list.
It's really weird that a celebrity would say that, because it like puts it in girls' head where it's like, okay, well then I just need to make it to 17.
But it's
like, I just need to make
but
it
then
to
it's
17.
also for me, like if you weren't on your own podcast and you were on somebody else's, why weren't they like, whoa, no,
we're not gonna say that?
Because y'all, like my family and friends tell me, you say some out of pocket shit, I'd be like, ooh,
you said that?
Don't say that.
Jordan's quick to.
I'm quick to be like, ooh.
Recant.
Would you say that on the internet?
Recant.
Don't say that in real life. Do
not
not say that. Or like, ooh, you might want to think about that. So what? And if you are like that and you have friends, they're like that too.
But I am curious to hear men's like real
take on
perspective.
It?
I am.
They don't see a problem with it because they're odd.
But it's like, it can't just be about getting your dick wet like that. It literally can't.
But for them, it's like, well, I just like younger women. But why?
But why?
Why?
Like,
because
why?
they're easier to manipulate.
That's what I'm thinking. Because like
why?
At some point,
or it's like because they're prettier.
Is a vagina.
You're a pedo.
But it's like they're prettier. They're not even full. Like they're not. It's a teenage
there
body.
are some bomb ass older bitches. Like you're not even fully developed until you're like what 21.
I was gonna say, I'm like, they're growing. They haven't even came to their own. Like, let them like get off that baby weight, that teenage weight. Like
I don't know. I would love to sit down with a male and ask like, why do you guys think this way? Because
he's confident in that. He said, if you have a college ID,
he was like, you can get this dick. You can get it.
He said,
why did you feel comfortable saying that? And how many people have you done that to? Because you didn't just say that and never have no experience.
That's what I'm saying.
You fucked a few 17-year-olds.
And that's my thing. Well, it's nothing to get 17 put on my ID.
It's nothing.
It's nothing. I could be 15
Bitch, I could go get 23 put on my ID right now if I really wanted to. Pay $100.
So you're telling me I'm 14 years old and I got a hundo?
A hundo?
And all I have to do is say, make me 17.
Make me 18 so I can go buy something.
Make me 18.
But so I can buy a vape.
Put me 4 years on there.
Yeah. And they'll be like, for your 150, you can have fucking 56 if you wanted it.
You want to be 80?
Where do you live? New York, Kentucky, Arizona? Where do you live?
You want a different name? What do we need to do?
So for him to say like all you need is a college ID, you can fake literally any identification.
But that's the demographic of women he wants to be around. And it's like you said, they're growing, they're learning, they can be easily manipulated. So you put that on the internet, and I'm ready to fuck with the 30-year-old because this is DJ Spunk. He's on a podcast, bitch. We might could get somewhere with that. We might could get somewhere
because
with
that's also how young ass girls, like 14-year-old girls, they meet people online.
And you know the deal.
You know the deal, and they're telling them like, "Baby, you're mature. You're an adult. You're so mature for your age." And you know what? I am 15. I am mature for my age.
I am,
and I want to fuck.
Like, got an A+ on my APA.
But it also comes down to like, if you are like a young girl thinking like that, if coming from a young girl who's thinking like that, baby, we needed help. We needed some love from our parents.
Reach out.
Even to fucking me, bitch. At this point,
because you're probably bored. And we can do stuff.
And instead of getting them in them covers, you need to get in them books.
I'll tell you right now.
I'm telling you,
the dick isn't going anywhere. I know, babe.
Sorry. Dick is not going anywhere. Like I'm telling you, there will always be somebody. If you just want to fuck, there will always be somebody that wants to fuck you. I pinky promise you.
But I promise you, at a teenager age, the biggest thing, 17 even, is not to fuck.
And I'm not even gonna lie and say it's school, because sometimes you have a real life, and school can't be everything, but it can't be fucking.
It can be fucking.
And boys.
And not no older men. Like,
especially older men.
In the gutter.
And I just seen a TikTok video about a 17-year-old girl. She was fucking with this 27-year-old boy. Got her, man, excuse me.
Man.
Not even boy.
Man.
He got her pregnant. So she's like, we need to talk. He was like, I'm at the strip club right now. She's like, well, I just need 5 minutes of your time. He's like, I'll talk to you tomorrow. She's like, I work tomorrow. He was like, well, call me on your break. She's like, you can't just give me 5 minutes. Like, you're a liar.
No, because you can't.
He
He's
sent her
27.
a video of him at the strip club and was like, here, since you don't believe me or since you're bitching or something.
And she's 17 years old.
And come to find out, he had a fiance. And his fiance, she texted the fiance, his fiance blocked her. You knew, and you're a sick bitch too. You blocked me, you don't want, because you tell me my fucking 27-year-old fiance is fucking you. Baby, I want to meet you, I want to meet your parents, and we're sending him to jail.
And right like that.
And right like that.
Right like that. Let me
have
have a meeting with your parents.
I have, right, because I don't even want to talk to you. You're a minor.
You're a kid.
I feel for you so deeply.
I feel for you, bitch, because you're a kid, so sit in a kid's place. Because you were out of it, now get back in it. Where are your parents?
Right.
Where are they?
I'm going to be like,
now.
I'm going to trick you. Let me have your address so we can talk. Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
She's pregnant.
She's pregnant.
And we need to sit down.
Yeah. But for him, like, and the fiance blocked him. You can't tell me that, and I'm going to block you and go lay up with my man. Ooh.
I can't lay up with him.
911.
There's a pedophile. He is with the 17-year-olds. Get him. Like,
he's with the 17-year-olds.
Get him.
Like there's no fucking way that and I'm the type of bitch. Well, I'm gonna believe that victim. I'm gonna believe her because why would she say that about you?
I'm saying we're gonna investigate.
Right.
We're gonna investigate.
It turned out not to be true. Sorry, buddy.
Sorry, bud. Sorry.
Oopsies.
Don't about your day. Sorry.
Like
we have to believe her.
So sorry that happened to you, but let's just investigate these claims.
Yeah, we have to investigate.
Like,
we're doing our job.
I really do believe innocent to proven guilty, except.
When it comes to a kid, baby, we might have to.
When it comes to a kid.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Let me hear her story.
And
I don't really want to hear yours right now.
I'm gonna get all the facts from her.
Right. I'll think about talking to you.
I'm gonna double back. I'm gonna double back for you.
I don't want to talk to you.
Like,
I want to hear a motherfucking thing from you and you're lying ass.
Right, bitch. She's a kid.
Because why does she not like you so much to say that, even if it was a lie? Like, I told you that last night. Why does she hate you so much to even lie like that?
That's what I'm saying.
If it was a lie.
Some bitches are liars.
Some bitches are liars.
Like,
but for a kid, if a kid is lying on you like that, what did you do for her to hate you so bad?
Exactly.
Like, because at the end of the day, I'm still mad at you because she hates you, and now I want to know why.
Why are you so entangled in this?
Right. Why
are you so entangled in this?
Why are you like so heavy on her mind that she hates you this bad?
There's just so much we gotta dig into.
So no matter what, I still hate him, more likely than not. But back to fucking DJ Academics, and then it's like he's had a platform for a really long time.
Yeah, I'm really not even trying to like hate on him. Like people have sick ideologies. I'm not hating in it. I would
normally I would be like allegedly, but you said it out. It was from the camel's mouth.
It was comfortable,
and there was a giggle in there.
Yeah, and he meant that.
You think this is a joke,
and I do think it's like an ignorance thing, too. Like, and women can't say this because they're growing up, they're young until you get to that point, and it may take years to be like, that was some stupid ass shit I was doing, because it really is so dumb.
It is.
And luckily, if it's just fucking and it ends up to be that's fine. But like people get their lives fucked up. Like the 17-year-old with the 27-year-old, she's having a baby.
She's having a baby,
even if she has to get an abortion.
Has no contact
like this
with her.
is this whole big web of things now
that
because
just
you
didn't have to happen.
Place, and he was being a predator,
right? Because you were like, you know what? I think I'm more adult to do this, but I don't blame the kid. I blame you
because you knew better.
Because even if they weren't in a kid's place, they're young. Like, when we're young, we're gonna do some fucked up shit. And we're gonna grow up and be like, damn, when I was 17, I should have been a kid and had no place doing that. But this is the thing. If you're 17 and you're fucking a 17-year-old, I really don't have much to say. You're fucking somebody your age. Yeah. But you're 17 fucking a 27-year-old. We have problems because he knew, you didn't, but it's still sad
like
on both parts, though.
Fucking age
but it's
gap.
also sad on the parents because you need to be teaching your kids, no matter how uncomfortable the conversation is, you need to sit down with your kids.
Kids don't listen.
But you need to sit down and at least make that effort as a parent, though. That shit's fucked up.
Oh, you do.
And you want to have that relationship where your kid even thinks like, oh, I can tell my mom this. So you can be like, ooh. No. Can't do that. You can't do that.
And I think the time to have a conversation and be with your parent connected is before that shit happens. Because a 17-year-old who's fucking with a 27-year-old is not going to tell them.
If you are, especially if they've already made that decision, for them, if they're pregnant, or that's my man now, I want my family, fuck what you have to say. Even if you tell me I shouldn't have done it.
And now I hate you.
Right, now I hate you, and I'm going to go live with him. And now you really don't have access to your kid. Now you're really fucked because this man is about
grandbaby out here just thugging it.
Just thugging it. Your kid's going to be so mind fucked by this old man that whatever you say, like, that's unhealthy. They're going to be like, ooh, my mom's a hater.
You hate
You're
me.
a hater.
You've always hated me.
And if he's this manipulative ass man, he's going to be in her ear like, fuck her.
That's right. She doesn't
want you to be happy. She always has hated you. Your mom's so jealous of you.
I'm sorry, because I just feel like this is people's lives.
Yeah.
And I don't, mean to, judge people so harshly.
But it's not even about judging. It's
just sucks.
Real shit. Like, I'm sure being a young male is hard, but I'm a woman. I can only speak from my experience.
Right.
Being a young woman is hard because you have people trying to prey on you from every area of life. And I'm sure young boys do as well. But like I said, I'm a young woman. I can speak
to that,
front row from this experience. You have people, your family, friends, bosses, teachers, anybody that thinks that they can manipulate you will try.
I mean, even when I was a freshman, I'm 14 years old, and there's literally 18-year-old seniors, and at the time I was like,
and same.
I'm hot shit, bitch.
And I had a few of them, and Dracia's my older sister. I was fucking with his. Ooh, should I name drop him?
He probably don't.
Dante, fuck it.
Sorry,
sorry, Dante. we don't know.
You did it.
You did it. Well, we did it. Shit, we did it. But no, I was messing with him, and we never had sex or anything. But he definitely, that was definitely his end goal. And later, find out he had a $5 bet if he could fuck me. My coochie's worth $5 to him.
Damn.
But we regroup. So, Dracia found out, and she was so mad, and I could not for the life of me figure out why, because I'm like,
what the fuck?
Right, and she told my mom, and my mom's like, you need to stop messing with him, and I was like, okay, can I stop? No, I didn't stop until he took a senior girl to prom, and I was like, ooh, you hurt my feelings. I hate you.
Real bad.
Yeah.
Real bad.
You hurt my feelings. So young boys, they'll prey on you, and then if you don't give them what they want in a timely manner, they're going to be like, all right.
Deuces, bitch.
I know somebody who will.
And that goes back to that TikTok that you said. If that 27-year-old and his fiance decides to stay with him, he's going to be like, fuck you and that baby.
But the thing about it is, even if his fiance tries to, or stays with him, they get married, you think that's going to be the first and last time?
Oh, no. You're in for a wild ride.
You are going to be competing with these young bitches all your life.
All your life.
You're going to be 50, and he's going to have 23-year-old.
Hello?
If that's your thing, you're desperate and you're sick and you feel like you can't get anybody else. And that's sad, and I feel for you. You do. You're sick, and I feel for you.
My thing with that is, you just get wrapped up in love, your idea of love.
I know.
But so that's what I'm saying. So it's she's probably going to be thinking, okay, he stopped fucking with the 17-year-old. Whatever happens with her, I won. You get that I won
But she's also probably this bitch was trying to fuck with my man. He probably has her so mind fucked too. For her even block the little girl.
Yeah.
He probably has her so mind fucked into thinking this bitch hit on me.
Yeah.
You think I want this young ass little girl? And she's probably you know what?
Dirty.
That fast ass little girl. He probably has her so mind fucked.
And that's what I'm saying.
And it'll be like that. And until one day she knows that's not true. But then it's at that point you've probably been with him so long. So you're well,
years.
I'm old now, and and nobody else wants me, so I might as well just stay with my man. And that is also why a lot of old couples are fucking 73 and they hate each other. Hate, because you should have got divorced 50 years ago, but you couldn't. And I seen this meme one time, and it was everybody's talking about, well, why can't we have that love that our grandparents had? Well, your grandma didn't know how to read, so she couldn't leave if she wanted to. She never picked it out.
Your grandma was down, 10 toes solid.
Down, back because she had to be.
Because she had to be. And I don't. So fuck with me if you want to.
Because if she left early, she would have been done.
Done.
And he would have had to take these 4 kids with you, bitch. Get out. I'm going to get a new wife and new kids. So, bye. So, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, if you think about it, a lot of old women that are with, their men still, they hate them. Because not only did you cheat on me 20 ways to Sunday, you were probably abusive as fuck and shitty and a drunk.
She said and a drunk.
Old men be, ooh.
Off the liquor.
You slurring. Yeah, you used to hit that bar deep, didn't you, 40 years ago? You were probably fucking it up in there 40 years ago. I know you were.
I don't know. That's a really weird cycle of men and women.
It's what's that word? Misogyny or something? Yeah, misogyny. Sorry, I promise I'm not an idiot. Just I only went to college for 1 month. So give me a minute.
Give her a minute.
No,
I don't know shit about that.
I don't know shit about shit. Sorry, except for what
Math
I'm saying.
Science. Leave me alone.
But no, it really is men just really, and then it's crazy because men are always you know how equal rights and everything, men be like, well, what if I punch you in the face? Is that still equal?
I hate a bitch.
I'm talking about pay, bitch. I want to make the same amount of money.
The fuck,
like,
bro?
You know what I mean.
And that in your brain not connected?
Right. Literally, like we'll be like, I just want equal pay in the workplace. Oh well, if you tap me, I'm gonna punch you in your shit, and that's equal to you. No, Robert, it's not. You know it's not equal, and that's not what I'm talking about. Right. They just
dumb as bricks. Fuck. Because I've heard that example before. And it's just like, that's what you really thought, huh? Like, I just want equal pay, bitch.
Right. No, equal fucking pay.
I'm doing the work.
Equal rights in the workplace. Like, let me fucking breastfeed in the office. Like, leave me alone. I don't want to be punched in the face. Because at the end of the day, I'm still 5'2". Bitch, 160, 155, we'll see. You are still 6'4", 270. Like,
can I punch you in the
you
face?
Talking about, we're equal now?
And
stop being smart. You know what I mean. Like, ass. You're still gonna fuck me up, and you know that.
And you know that.
Like,
and okay, then I should get more pay, dumbass.
Oh my god, what is 2 + 2?
Whole really time, know? Women working hella hard. Let me get my papers ready for tomorrow. Just
they're just like, I'm spinning like a ballerina. That fucking song.
It's a 5.
Like, have you literally ever worked? Like, not to like some men really be on their like their grown man shit, like hardworking men. Not a lot anymore. But have you ever worked with a man? I used to work at Taco Bell. Those were the stupidest bunch.
Just lazy.
Just the stupidest bunch I've ever worked with. Like, the women, great. Every man I worked with, I was like, you literally have to have one brain cell. This is ridiculous.
Jordan.
No, I'm sorry. Let's talk about it. Because I'm like, there's no fucking way.
Yeah.
We are the same age.
And you're just doing this, bitch.
And we have the same cognitive process. There's no fucking way. Like, there is no way.
No. I've worked with a man in the medical field. He did get paid more than us. And you're not supposed to talk about your pay, but it's like, we're all super young. So it's like, he told us, and I was like,
why? I'm doing your job.
I'm doing your job, and I'm doing it quite well.
You really, this shit here
not adding up. I'm about ready to quit now.
No, like and that kind of also goes into how men, first of all, I don't think that they're really ever like, some of them, like if you have good parents, they're gonna teach you right from wrong. But I feel like a lot of times we hear boys will be boys. We'll teach your son not to be that boy.
Hello,
because
that's your fucking
and that's
job.
Their excuse for everything. That's why they can fuck up, do all this bullshit with no consequences, because boys will be boys. Yeah. Like, you feel up on a young girl, boys will be boys. He probably likes you. Boys are mean to you. He probably likes you.
And when I stab him,
and you don't say that to your young daughters. No. She tells you, a little boy pushed me on the playground, well, he just likes you, because then she's gonna equate abuse with him liking you.
No, if somebody pushes you on the playground, you tell mommy.
You get up and you slap their ass. Lay them. See, we would have 2 different parenting styles. Lay their ass the fuck out. You tell him, don't you ever touch me again.
You do tell them that. You use your words and you tell them.
And your fists, and your
hands,
in your head if you need to.
I'm sorry, because if you start cursing at another kid, they're going to be like, this bitch.
Get your motherfucking hands. They're going to be like, ooh. Like I said, I'm going to let my kids use some cuss words. You use them right, and don't use them at mommy.
I actually did tell my kids that you ever encounter a stranger,
the teacher comes
like, fuck from me.
She's going to be like, Leah said fuck. Oh, but how did she use it? What was the sentence?
Right. Can you explain the situation? Because
did she say,
she might not be in trouble for that.
Did she say, like, fuck you? Or did she say, like, I can't open this fucking thing? Like, I know they're bad to you, but...
Right. In my house. Like, she's growing up to be an adult.
Expressive words.
Like, sorry.
No, so yeah. But back to that, because I feel like girls are always taught, like, more consequences for our actions than men. And that we need to work hard. We have to work harder.
To be looked at as equal.
To even be looked at as, like, half as good.
Actually, that's...
Especially black women. To be even half as good as a white man. Like, men are just not all, and I feel like I have to reiterate that, because I already know I'm gonna get not all men. Well,
and it's not.
If it doesn't relate to you,
but
then
it's
I'm not talking to you.
It's a problem to have this conversation
so many times.
Like,
so many times.
If your mom did a great job, your parents did a great job, your aunt, your grandma raised you well, and you treat all people with respect and dignity, that's great. You care about women. That is great, because at my thing, I care about men. There's no fucking way I'm gonna fuck a teenager. I don't care if you have a 17-year-old
ID. Because you can be like, well, I just appreciate.
I don't care.
I appreciate women. Well, because a 17-year-old is a girl.
It's a little girl.
That's not a woman.
I'm sorry.
So you're not like, and they always be like, well, what? Supporting women? I'm supporting women. No, you're a sicko.
You're sick.
Help.
You're sick.
You need
like,
serious fucking help.
You do.
Like, I just don't understand.
And that's what I'm saying. On the flip side of that conversation, it's like, you can think like, okay, well, I'm just showing my love, I'm showing my affection for women. She's beautiful. She this, and she is. She's a beautiful young adult, or what's gonna be an adult.
Right.
But it's like, I don't ever hear that many women out there talking about, well, he has a 17, that 18-year-old dick, like.
It's because it's just like I'm saying there are women predators. There definitely are.
I know there are.
There definitely are. Like I said, I'm so conscious of that fact. But like, I am a woman. I can really speak from my experience on a personal level. Yeah. And I would love to listen to a man get on a podcast and talk about female predators. But I know a lot of men, and it goes back to young women too. They see older men as like, I'm getting some older coochie, some older dick. Like, ooh, I'm popping.
On, yeah.
And you're not. You're a little kid and you're dumb. You're naive and they're manipulating you. They're using you. Because, and let me tell you, an older woman though, she'll have your ass
clean and
she'll have your ass like thinking you have hit the jackpot. You're mowing her lawn and her husband's at work.
Yeah.
And it's just because she's not gonna leave her man.
That is a sick cycle right there. I'm sorry.
And you know it. You're
just doing all the pool boy duties and then come fuck me.
But I will say that women predators aren't prosecuted or ridiculed.
No, they're not. They're not.
Because for that, they're just like, in like the term cougars, you are too a pedophile. You are.
I'm sorry, because why are you going to fuck an 18-year-old?
Why?
Like, you're 50-something years old. Stop.
Like, well, I'm reliving my youth. Pedophile is so different when you say it like that. Like, what are you talking about? You're not reliving your youth. You're being a weirdo. Like, because there are 50-year-old men, if you're talking about looks, that will look way better.
Manipulation. Because it's like, I can tell them whatever, because like, their world is not as big yet. You've had careers, you've bought houses, you've bought cars, you've been to school.
You've been fucked 10 ways to Sunday too. Like,
they just got out of high school, and it's like, what is so appealing about this person who knows nothing about nothing?
That, because they know nothing about nothing. They're like, well, I'm your first lesson in life, and it will be one of the most important. So,
oh my god, that's sick.
Like, it will be, because even like, I'm 19, and you're 24. Like, we're still young. Yeah. I'm not saying we're too good to be manipulated. Like, that's
somebody could probably get me.
I can be conned. You make me fall in love with you. It's a short list of what I won't do for you. So, like, but that is the sick part.
That's a good thing about being married.
She's married. But me, I'm an idiot. So, like, I'm going through the ringer with my own situation. If he was older,
you have to let that thing go.
I have to let that thing go, because at this point now you really are trying to hurt me on a personal level. Yeah. And I don't understand.
You have it out for me?
Right now I can blame it on we're young, we're making mistakes. Yeah. But you're a 27-year-old fucking me over how. And that's
actually an important key note, because while you're thinking that it's fucking, she has a 17-year ID or he has a 17-year ID, and it's just fucking, to them, that's their everything. And that exactly, that's for their everything. Older man, they've been like, I'm probably, if you've done it once, you've done it twice, you've done it 3 times. Like, you don't just be an old man. That was my only one time. And fuck a young girl once. Yeah. Like, that's your thing. You got caught once. That's your vibe. But for a 17-year-old who's fucking with this 30-year-old man, he's making her feel like her world is just him. Like, she is the most important thing in the world. That's going to be like, I'm in love with you. Not going to like good dick will do it to you, though.
Won't it, though? I'm from first-hand experience. Like, I have never been so sprung in my life.
Sick in the head, just on your knees.
That's crazy that you brought that up, because an old man will literally fuck a 17-year-old and be like, it was just sex. And she's like, you said you loved me.
Right. He said a lot of shit.
He also said you were going to get married. Yeah. It's like that prison talk. When I get out, baby, I'm going to buy you an island. He said he's going to buy me an island. Like, it's different this time. He's not going to cheat on me no more. Like it really is manipulation. Oh my God. Like, with words. Yeah. But let me tell you, words with no action is manipulation. That's a good rule of thumb to follow.
It's just like a whole bunch of sweet nothings. And you get so caught up in the act when you're having sex and getting told all this shit. Because it's like, if you're that young, you haven't got told that all your life. I mean, you were a child at some point where, like, there were people around you protecting you.
Especially if you've been sheltered all your life. Because we live in Las Vegas, okay?
The worst one.
We have a lot of sex trafficking going around. Yeah. And my mom personally never really taught me anything about sex trafficking. Like, it was my dad. And when I was, how old was I? Like 15 years old, I used to talk to this girl, the stud. She was a lunatic, and she was like 18. And she told me one time, she's like, a pretty girl like you can get a lot of money from just going in a hotel room and talking to somebody. But me, if I didn't have my dad, I would have been like, oh, how? Like, right. But my dad already put me on game. Like, that is gonna turn into prostitution.
Yeah.
Because you're thinking they're going in there to talk to you, but your pimp just said, oh, you can fuck her.
You can fuck her.
So now,
no worries.
You're in
she screams.
Right.
Like,
you're in a horrible
no
situation, and you didn't even know because you're so naive. So I think that's why it's also important for parents to like even though if you don't think your kid will listen, at least do your job and be like, I said this to you. Like, I tried my best.
But no, it goes more.
Instill.
Try your best to instill that into your child, because there may be some people who are just looking for a good time. They want to fuck, cool, not cool, but there are other people who are like, bitch, you keep coming out.
Right.
You're able to come out.
And that,
like, your body get got.
Think about that. How young girls, they go for these older men, and then they get them into, like, prostitution, hooked on drugs. Because let me put you on game real fast. You are young. You're young as hell. You're working this fucking McDonald's job, whatever.
Right.
You see a fly-ass dude come through the drive-thru, Mercedes-Benz, Golds, da-da-da. He's like, let me get your number. I don't want to tell you, but no man in a Mercedes-Benz and you're working at McDonald's wants your number, like, just because you're pretty. It's just not going to happen. Like, once in a while will it be like, you're actually pretty. Like, I want to know your vibe.
Right, I want to know your vibe.
But most of the time, he's like, this dumb bitch. Like, I probably can really make some money off her because you're pretty.
Yeah.
I'm going to promise you some money.
Yeah.
Because you're working at McDonald's right now, so you probably aren't, like, making as much money as you would want to make. Like, you see a young-ass girl fucking with this fly-ass 30-year-old man, he is dumping her out.
That's just the reality of it. I hate that because I'm sure
And maybe it's different because we live in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sure how it fucking works in Iowa and Kansas and shit. But I know in Las Vegas.
Out here, nobody wants you at McDonald's. I'm sorry,
You see a grown man dragging a teenage girl up and down the strip.
Blink.
Blink twice, baby. I'm going to look at you. You look at me. I'm going to go.
Like,
and
let me know.
Just nod your head, baby.
Right.
I'll do it. Because that is, like, some shit they'll really get you into that and be like, because they'll be like, well, if you love me, that's the thing. If you love me, you'll do this for me. And Dad used to tell us, he used to be like, that's what a man will say to you. If you love me, you'll do this for me. And obviously, if this is your grown man, like, this is your everything, you're going to be like, well, I do love you. Like, I'm not sure if I'm comfortable with that. Well, then you don't love me, or else you would just do it. You wouldn't question me. And then you're not going to want to lose your man. You're fucking 18, 17 years old. You don't know. You're going to be like, fine, just this once. And then he's going to double back. Well, you did it that one time. Why can't you do it again? You love me, right?
I don't know. That's kind of like triggering me.
Has it happened to you?
It's not even that, but it's just
your
like...
sister don't stop.
No, it's not like anything like sex trafficking, but it's just like older people who are older than you, they will tell you that, and it's like thinking back on that, it's like you're a kid. And it's hard to stay in a kid's place when you have nobody implementing
when you don't have guidance. And I know some people will be like, well, there is no such thing as a kid's place. But there is. When you are a teenager, there is certain shit that, unless you are, like, really the head of your household and you never got to be a kid, I understand you being, like, quote-unquote, fast, but I don't really say fast, like, curious.
Yeah.
Because you never really got to be a kid. Yeah. So in your mind, I'm grown. Even though I'm 16, I'm working, I'm putting food on the table, I'm helping with my siblings, I have to get myself to school, Like, I'm grown.
And this is why right here,
you don't have to tell me.
I'm busting my ass because I don't want no kid of mine talking about where I'm putting food on the table, I'm paying a bill. Sit your ass down and go to your room and do your homework.
Right.
Don't tell me about no fucking bill in this house.
It'll get paid and you're not going to pay it.
And that's on me.
You're like, for me, I know for me, I don't want my kid to ever be like, well, I'm 16 years old and I do so much, so I'm grown.
Like, you're not having that convo with you.
Not. Like, I'm not even talking to you right now. Go to your room. Go to my room.
In this fucking house.
I hate to say it, but go to my room. Like, I'm paying for it.
Like, no.
Get away from me. Like, no. Yeah. It's just fucked up.
It is fucked up.
It's a fucked up cycle and a fucked up world that we live in.
It is.
Damn. Damn. Podcast name. Damn.
It is something.
But okay, guys, so that is gonna be the end of the first episode. I think that was really like,
you did your shit.
You did your shit. No, I enjoyed that.
Me too.
I enjoyed that.
That was good.
So let me know if you guys like these, because like I said, if you guys like it, we're gonna create a separate YouTube channel for it so that, you know, we can split the profit evenly. So I'm not even gonna lie to you. That is the purpose of it.
We got bills.
Right, we have bills. She has kids. Like, you know, life is life.
Like, if you like this, baby.
I enjoyed doing it. I would love to continue doing it. So
No, I really did. I told you, like, this would be therapeutic for me to, like, talk about.
Oh my God, I don't even need therapy.
Hold on. Like, therapist Halle?
Bye.
Hold on.
Let me know if you guys fuck with, like I said, this is my sister, Halle, and we will be doing the podcast together. We are thinking of a name. So right now, Untitled. It is what it is.
Untitled.
Just coming up on left and right.
I know.
But
add that to the list.
I'm gonna write down. But all right, guys. Like I said, let me know how you guys like it. Subscribe, comment, like the video, and share. And bye, guys.